The African lion is often imagined as a single, magnificent creature, an icon of strength and majesty, its silhouette etched against the endless savanna. Yet this image is only a fragment of a far more intricate reality. Lions are not solitary monarchs, but members of complex societies, prides, each shaped by the land they call home. Across Africa, lions have mastered survival in environments as varied as the continent itself. From the parched deserts of Namibia to the lush, unpredictable wetlands of Botswana, each pride is a testament to adaptation. In the Okavango Delta, lions have learned to swim, wading through flooded channels in pursuit of prey. Here, water is both a barrier and a lifeline, shaping every hunt and every movement. On the Skeleton Coast, another pride navigates a world of sand and fog, where the Atlantic's chill meets the desert's heat. These lions travel vast distances, their paws leaving fleeting prints on shifting dunes as they search for elusive prey. Each pride is a living experiment in survival. In the woodlands of Uganda, lions have become expert climbers, scaling fig trees to escape biting insects and to gain a vantage point over the forest below. In the swamps, lions have developed powerful limbs and a tolerance for water, stalking buffalo and even hippos through reeds and mud. In the open plains, they rely on teamwork and strategy, coordinating hunts to bring down prey as formidable as the African elephant. Some prides endure months without a single drop of fresh water, drawing all they need from the blood and flesh of their kills. Others, high in the trees, rest in the cool shade, their golden coats dappled by sunlight filtering through the leaves. The diversity of lion behavior is astonishing. Some prides have developed unique hunting calls, subtle signals pass between members to coordinate attacks. Others have learned to read the movements of rival predators, adapting their routines to avoid conflict or to steal a meal. The environment is always changing. Floods can transform grasslands into lakes overnight, forcing lions to become swimmers. Droughts parch the earth, scattering prey and testing the limits of endurance. In the dry season, lions trek for miles across cracked earth, their paws toughened by years of hardship. Competition is fierce. Hyenas, leopards, and wild dogs all vie for the same scarce resources, and every meal is hard-won. Even the lion's appearance is shaped by its environment. In the searing heat of Tsavo, males grow little or no mane, an adaptation that helps them shed excess heat and move more easily through thorny scrub. Social bonds are the heart of every pride. Females cooperate to raise cubs, defend territory, and hunt. Cubs learn by watching and imitating, their play a rehearsal for the challenges of adulthood. Communication is constant, through scent, sound, and subtle gestures. Roars echo across the plains, marking territory and calling distant pride members home. Scent marks warn rivals to keep their distance. To understand the wildest lions is to witness the endless dance between predator and prey, between family and environment. Each pride is a living story of adaptation, resilience, and the relentless drive to survive. In a world that is always changing, these are the true kings of adaptation. Diverse, dynamic, and forever wild. Their future depends on the delicate balance of their world and on our understanding of the remarkable ways they have learned to thrive in every corner of Africa. In the heart of the arid Kalahari Desert, a breathtaking anomaly unfolds. The Okavango Delta. Here, a river, born in distant highlands, spills its life-giving waters across 15,000 square kilometers of parched sand, transforming the landscape into a labyrinth of emerald islands, winding channels, and shimmering lagoons. This aquatic paradise is a world apart, a place where the rules of survival are rewritten by the rhythm of the floods. The Okavango is not just a sanctuary for birds and fish, it is home to a remarkable population of lions, unlike any found elsewhere on Earth. These are the swamp cats, apex predators that have evolved to master a world where water, not land, dominates. Unlike their savanna cousins, Okavango lions are not mere visitors to the water's edge. They are true aquatic specialists, their lives and bodies shaped by the demands of this ever-changing wetland. These lions have become amphibious hunters, moving with confidence through flooded grasslands and deep channels. Their coats, often slicked dark by the water, glisten in the sun as they patrol their territory, undeterred by the constant presence of mud and marsh. Over generations, the Okavango lions have developed powerful, muscular bodies. Their chests, necks and shoulders are up to 15% larger than those of other lions, a vital adaptation for pushing through the resistance of water and for wrestling prey in the flooded landscape. Their strength is matched by their ingenuity. To navigate the swamps, they have learned to lift their legs high with each stride, minimizing drag and allowing them to move efficiently through the thick, clinging mud. The annual floods are both a challenge and a blessing. As the waters rise, the lion's world expands and contracts, forcing them to adapt their movements and strategies with the changing tides. Even the youngest cubs must learn to swim, following their mothers through the maze of channels. Survival here demands not only strength, but also courage and resilience. The lion's broad, powerful paws act like natural snowshoes, distributing their weight and allowing them to walk atop the soft, waterlogged ground where other animals would sink. This unique adaptation gives them access to hunting grounds that are off-limits to most predators, turning the flooded plains into a private domain. Their distinctive high-stepping gait is a hallmark of the Okavango lions, a learned behavior that is passed from mother to cub, generation after generation. The broad pads of their feet leave deep, unmistakable prints in the mud, silent signatures of the swamp's true rulers. Where antelope and buffalo flounder, the lions glide, using the water as both shield and weapon. Their hunting strategies are as fluid as the landscape itself. In the Okavango, the lions have become masters of ambush, using the cover of reeds and the confusion of water to close in on their prey. Working as a team, they drive herds of buffalo and antelope into the swamps, where the footing is treacherous and escape is nearly impossible. The Cape buffalo, a formidable adversary on dry land, becomes vulnerable in the waterlogged delta. Here, the lion's patience and power give them the upper hand. The pride's attack is swift and coordinated. While some lions distract the herd, others surge forward, targeting the weakest or most isolated individuals. In the chaos of the chase, the water becomes an ally, sapping the strength of the prey and allowing the lions to close the distance. The kill itself is a testament to adaptation. Instead of the classic throat bite, the lions employ a unique technique suited to the swamp. One lion climbs onto the buffalo's back, weighing it down, while another clamps powerful jaws over the animal's nose, using the water to drown it, a deadly innovation born of necessity. These techniques are not instinctive, they are learned. Young lions watch and imitate, absorbing the skills that will one day mean the difference between life and death. Each pride develops its own culture, a unique set of hunting traditions and strategies, passed down through generations in a living legacy of adaptation. Some prides become specialists, focusing almost exclusively on buffalo, honing their skills to perfection in pursuit of this powerful prey. Others diversify, becoming experts at extracting warthogs from their underground dens, or ambushing antelope in the tangled reeds. This remarkable capacity for cultural learning makes the Okavango lions some of the most adaptable predators on the planet. In this watery wilderness, survival is a test of strength, intelligence, and cooperation. The swamp lions of the Okavango Delta are living proof that nature's greatest survivors are those who can adapt, innovate, and thrive in even the most challenging environments. In the heart of Botswana, a land of stark extremes unfolds, Savuti. Here the landscape is a living paradox, where abundance and scarcity are locked in a perpetual dance. The region's lifeblood is the Savuti Channel, a mysterious river that can surge with water for years, then vanish without warning, leaving behind only the memory of its flow. Locals call it the Ghost River, for it haunts the land with its unpredictable presence. When the channel dries, Savuti transforms into a crucible of survival. The sun bakes the earth into a mosaic of cracks, and the air shimmers with heat. Only the most resilient can endure. In these times, the last waterholes become the epicenter of life and death. Every creature, from the smallest antelope to the mightiest elephant, is drawn to these shrinking oases, and every visit is fraught with peril. It is here, in this unforgiving arena, that the heavyweight gladiators of Savuti reign supreme, the largest and most formidable lions on the continent. These lions are not ordinary predators. They are renowned as the elephant hunters of Savuti, a title earned through generations of extraordinary feats. Their immense size and raw power set them apart from all others. Male lions here can tip the scales at 250 kilograms, their bodies rippling with muscle. Even the females at 160 kilograms dwarf their counterparts elsewhere in Africa. This remarkable size is not a mere accident of nature. It is the result of a unique and perilous lifestyle, forged by the demands of their environment and the prey they pursue. Their diet is dominated by massive prey: buffalo, giraffe, and, most astonishingly, elephants. Consuming such colossal animals provides the nutrients and energy needed to sustain their bulk and strength. To bring down an elephant, the world's largest land animal, demands not only power but also strategy, courage, and seamless teamwork. Over time, the Savuti lions have developed massive shoulder and neck muscles, a testament to the relentless battles they wage against their formidable prey. Every hunt is a test of endurance and strength. Success in these hunts is never the work of a single lion. It is the result of intricate social dynamics and cooperation. Lionesses, the pride's primary hunters, coordinate their movements with precision, flanking and isolating their quarry. In Savuti, lions have formed super prides, vast family groups sometimes numbering 30 or more. These alliances are essential, allowing them to take on prey that would be impossible for smaller groups. Each member has a role. Some distract and harass, while others target the vulnerable flanks or hindquarters. The hunt is a symphony of instinct, experience, and communication. This extraordinary behavior is not innate. It is a learned tradition, passed from one generation to the next. Cubs observe and mimic their elders, gradually mastering the complex tactics required to bring down such formidable prey. The most daring hunts occur during the long, punishing dry spells, when the Ghost River has vanished and desperation grips the land. The lion's survival depends on their ability to adapt and innovate. During these times, elephants, especially calves and weakened adults, are pushed to their limits. Dehydration and exhaustion make them vulnerable, and the lions seize every opportunity. Yet even for these heavyweight gladiators, the risks are immense. An elephant's defense is ferocious, and a single misstep can mean grave injury or death for a lion. Many lions bear the scars of these epic battles. Some do not survive, a stark reminder of the high stakes in Savuti's relentless contest for survival. The mortality rate is sobering. For every successful hunt, there are losses. Lions who fall to the unforgiving realities of their environment. But the lion's challenges do not end with the hunt. They share Savuti with another formidable adversary, the spotted hyena. These two apex predators are locked in a perpetual struggle for dominance. Hyena clans in Savuti are among the largest in Africa, sometimes numbering up to 80 individuals. Their strength lies in their numbers and relentless persistence. When these two titans meet at a carcass, the outcome is determined by sheer force of numbers. If the hyenas outnumber the lions, they will launch coordinated attacks, using their superior stamina and teamwork to harass and overwhelm. 4 hyenas to every lion is the tipping point. At this ratio, hyenas become bold, driving lions from their hard-won meals and sometimes inflicting serious injuries. The lions, however, are not without their own strategies. Male lions, in particular, are known for their calculated and ruthless responses. They will single out the matriarch, the female leader of the hyena clan. By eliminating her, They disrupt the social order and weaken the hyena's ability to coordinate. The aftermath is chaos. Without their leader, the hyena clan is thrown into disarray, giving the lions a crucial, if temporary, advantage in this ongoing war for survival. In the rare moments of peace, the social bonds within the pride are reinforced. Grooming, play, and close contact are vital, strengthening the unity that is essential for their survival in such a demanding environment. The future of the Savuti lions depends on the next generation. Cubs are nurtured and protected, learning the skills and traditions that will one day make them the new gladiators of this wild, unforgiving land. As the sun sets over Savuti, the heavyweight gladiators prepare for another night. In this land of extremes, only the boldest, strongest, and most united will endure. Their story is one of adaptation, resilience, and the unbreakable spirit of Africa's greatest lions. The Namib Desert, stretching along the southwestern coast of Africa, is the oldest desert on Earth. A realm of silence and extremes, shaped by relentless winds and the absence of rain for over 55 million years. Here the sun rises over endless waves of ochre sand, casting long shadows across a landscape that seems inhospitable to life. Rainfall is a rare blessing, with less than 10 millimeters falling each year. The ground is cracked and barren, dotted only by the hardiest tufts of grass and the occasional resilient shrub. Along the desert's western edge lies the infamous Skeleton Coast, where the frigid Atlantic collides with the burning sands. Here, dense fog rolls in from the ocean, shrouding the dunes in a ghostly veil each morning. Against all odds, a small, elusive population of lions has carved out an existence in this unforgiving wilderness. Their presence is almost spectral, rarely seen, but always felt. These are the desert lions, the ghostly hunters of the Namib. Their tawny coats blend seamlessly with the shifting sands, making them nearly invisible as they move with silent purpose through the dunes. Over generations, these lions have evolved to meet the desert's challenges. They are leaner than their savanna relatives, with longer legs for covering vast distances and thicker, shaggier fur that shields them from the icy winds that sweep inland from the Atlantic each night. Survival here demands ingenuity and resilience. The Namib's emptiness offers little shelter, and the relentless sun can scorch the sand to blistering temperatures by midday. Food and water are precious commodities. To find them, these lions must travel extraordinary distances, sometimes journeying alone for days across the dunes, guided only by instinct and the faintest scent of prey. Their territories are immense, stretching up to 20,000 square kilometers, 40 times the range of a typical Serengeti pride. Each lion's domain is a vast, shifting expanse, marked by the tracks of solitary wanderers. Under the cover of darkness, a single lion may travel 50 to 70 kilometers in a night, navigating by starlight and the cool breath of the ocean breeze, always searching for the next opportunity to hunt. Water is even scarcer than prey. These lions have adapted to survive for months without drinking from a river or pool, a feat unmatched by any other large predator. Instead, they draw every drop of moisture from the blood and tissues of their prey, a process known as obtaining metabolic water. Each hunt is not just a battle for food, but for life-sustaining hydration. In the early hours when the desert is cloaked in fog, lions will lick the condensed droplets from their own fur, capturing the fleeting moisture before the sun burns it away. Their diet is as unique as their home. While most lions hunt antelope and zebra, the Namib lions have learned to exploit whatever the desert offers, sometimes preying on ostriches, porcupines, or even scavenging the remains of animals that have succumbed to the harsh environment. But their most remarkable adaptation is their relationship with the sea. These are the only lions on Earth known to hunt marine life. When the desert is at its driest and land prey is scarce, the lions turn to the coastline. Here, seafood, fish, seals, and seabirds can make up to 80% of their diet, a testament to their extraordinary flexibility. They patrol the fog-shrouded beaches, stalking Cape Fur seals, cormorants, and even flamingos. Each hunt is a delicate balance of patience and timing, as the lions must approach without alerting their wary prey. Over time, they have developed sophisticated hunting strategies. Working alone or in small groups, they use the dunes for cover, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The constant roar of the ocean is their ally, masking the sound of their approach. With each crashing wave, the lions creep closer, sometimes coming within meters of an unsuspecting seal colony before launching their attack. This remarkable behavior is a shining example of adaptation, an apex predator rewriting the rules of survival in a place where the land meets the sea. Yet these lions are among the rarest on the planet. Their population is scattered, with individuals often separated by vast distances, making each encounter a fleeting glimpse into a hidden world. In 2023, researchers estimated that only about 60 mature lions remained in the core area of northwest Namibia, a fragile population vulnerable to the whims of climate and the challenges of isolation. Their existence is a daily struggle, a testament to the power of adaptation and the will to survive in one of the world's most extreme environments. Each day begins anew, with lions moving through the mist, their forms barely visible against the shifting dunes, a life of constant movement, uncertainty, and quiet determination. The desert lions of the Namib are living proof of nature's ingenuity. By turning to the ocean and mastering the art of survival in a land of extremes, they have become true kings of adaptation, ruling not only the savanna but the stark, beautiful frontier where desert and sea collide. Deep within the emerald heart of Uganda, the Ishasha sector of Queen Elizabeth National Park harbours a secret that sets it apart from the rest of Africa. Here, in a world where the forest canopy weaves a living tapestry above the savanna, lions have mastered a behaviour that defies their reputation as ground-dwelling predators. They have become the canopy dwellers, adept, agile, and astonishingly at home among the branches. Across most of Africa, lions are creatures of the open plains, their tawny coats blending with the golden grass. But in Ishasha, the rules of survival are rewritten by the forest itself. These are not a separate species, nor are they physically different from their cousins elsewhere. Instead, they are ordinary lions who have developed an extraordinary set of skills, shaped by the unique challenges and opportunities of their woodland home. The origins of this behavior are rooted in necessity and ingenuity, a testament to the lion's remarkable ability to adapt. On the forest floor, life can be relentless. Swarms of biting tsetse flies and horseflies descend in clouds, tormenting every creature they encounter. For the lions, these insects are more than a nuisance. They are a daily trial. In response, the lions have learned to ascend the sturdy limbs of sycamore fig and acacia trees, seeking sanctuary above the buzzing torment below. Here the air is clearer, the insects fewer, and the relief immediate. But the benefits of life in the canopy extend far beyond mere escape. The treetops offer a cool, shaded refuge from the relentless equatorial sun. Up here the temperature drops and the thick foliage provides a natural shield from the heat. A gentle breeze stirs the leaves, creating a soothing, rustling symphony and a natural form of air conditioning. The lions, sprawled across the branches, seem to revel in this elevated comfort, their eyes half closed in contentment. Yet, the advantages of this lofty lifestyle are not limited to comfort alone. From their high perches, the lions command a sweeping view of the landscape. The canopy becomes a natural watchtower, offering a strategic vantage point over their territory. With keen eyes, they scan for rivals, intruders, and, most crucially, the movements of their prey. From above, they remain hidden, their golden coats blending with the dappled light and shadow. This elevated perspective transforms the trees into both sanctuary and stronghold, a place to rest, observe, and plan. Over time, the lions have woven tree climbing into the very fabric of their hunting strategy. By waiting silently above, They gain a unique advantage over certain prey species, turning patience and gravity into powerful allies. The topy antelope, common in these parts, rarely glances upward. Its vigilance is focused on threats at ground level, leaving it vulnerable to the silent hunters above. The lions, ever observant, have learned to exploit this oversight. A lioness may wait for long minutes, motionless as the herd grazes below, her instincts honed by years of practice. When the moment is right, she drops from the branch, 4 meters or more, using the force of her descent to deliver a devastating attack. The element of surprise is total. The prey, caught off guard, has little chance to react before the lioness lands with lethal precision. This aerial ambush is a rare spectacle, one that transforms the lion's climbing prowess into a formidable weapon, unique among big cats. Such skills are not inherited but learned. The culture of the pride is passed from one generation to the next through careful observation and imitation. Young cubs watch intently as their mothers and older siblings ascend the trees, absorbing every movement, every subtle shift of weight and grip. They begin on the lowest branches, clumsy at first, but with each attempt their confidence and strength grow. In time, they too will master the art of the climb. While this remarkable adaptation is also seen in a few prides in Tanzania's Lake Manyara National Park, it remains a rare and precious example of animal innovation. The tree-climbing lions of Uganda are a living testament to the power of adaptation. Their story is one of intelligence, resilience, and the unending quest to thrive in a world shaped by both challenge and opportunity. In the dappled light of the forest canopy, they have found not just survival, but a way of life uniquely their own. The Tsavo region of Kenya sprawls across a vast, untamed wilderness where dense, thorny scrubland stretches as far as the eye can see. This is a land shaped by extremes, relentless sun, scarce water, and a landscape that tests every creature that calls it home. Here, the sun blazes with a ferocity rarely matched elsewhere in Africa. Temperatures routinely soar above 40 degrees Celsius, baking the earth and leaving little respite for the animals that roam these plains. Among the most remarkable inhabitants of this region are the Tsavo lions. Unlike their cousins in other parts of Africa, these lions have evolved to meet the unique challenges of their environment, developing physical and behavioral traits that set them apart. Most strikingly, the male lions of Tsavo are almost entirely maneless, or possess only the faintest trace of a mane. Their bare, muscular necks are a testament to adaptation, not deficiency. For years, outsiders mistook this lack of a mane for weakness. In reality, it is a masterstroke of evolution, a trait honed by generations of survival in one of Africa's harshest environments. The absence of a heavy mane allows these lions to shed heat more efficiently, a vital advantage when shade is scarce and the air itself shimmers with heat. In Tsavo, a thick, dark mane would act like a furnace, trapping heat and putting the lion at risk of deadly heat stroke. The Maneless males, by contrast, can remain active even during the hottest hours, conserving precious energy and water. The landscape itself is another formidable adversary. Tsavo's dense thornbush forms a tangled barrier, its sharp branches ready to ensnare anything that passes through. For a lion with a large flowing mane, these thickets would be a constant hazard, snagging, tearing, and slowing every movement. But the Maneless Tsavo lions slip through the undergrowth with silent efficiency, their streamlined bodies built for stealth and speed. This adaptation is crucial for hunting. In Tsavo, prey is wary and swift, and the ability to move undetected through the brush can mean the difference between a successful hunt and another day of hunger. Despite their less regal appearance, Tsavo's maneless males are anything but ordinary. Studies have revealed that these lions possess unusually high levels of testosterone, fueling their aggression and dominance. This hormonal edge makes them formidable opponents, both in defending their territory and in the brutal contests for leadership within the pride. The social structure of Tsavo lions is as unique as their appearance. Prides here are often smaller and more fluid than those found elsewhere, a direct response to the scarcity of prey and the demands of the land. In this environment, cooperation is essential. Lionesses work together to bring down tough, elusive prey, while males patrol vast territories, their presence alone enough to deter rivals and scavengers. Bonds between pride members are forged in hardship. Males often form coalitions, working together to defend their pride and territory, their unity a powerful force in the unforgiving wilds of Tsavo. The Tsavo lion's reputation for boldness and ferocity is legendary. Their ability to survive and even thrive where others might perish has made them icons of resilience. Every scar, every sinew tells the story of a life spent battling the elements, rival predators, and the ever-present threat of starvation. Researchers have long been fascinated by these lions, seeking to understand the secrets behind their survival. Through careful observation and scientific study, the mysteries of the Maneless warriors are slowly being revealed. The skulls of Tsavo lions tell a tale of hardship, broken teeth, worn jaws, and the marks of countless battles. Each injury is a testament to the daily struggle for survival. Dental injuries are common, the result of tackling large, powerful prey with thick hides and formidable defenses. Yet even wounded, these lions persist, adapting their hunting strategies and relying on the strength of the pride. Prey in Tsavo is not easily won. Buffalo and zebra are fierce adversaries, and every hunt is a test of endurance, teamwork, and raw power. The lion's ability to adapt, to change tactics, to work together, to endure pain and hunger, defines their existence. In Tsavo, only the most resourceful survive. As the sun sets over the endless scrub, the Maneless warriors of Tsavo stand as living proof of nature's power to shape, refine, and perfect. Their story is one of adaptation, resilience, and the unbreakable will to survive in a world where only the strongest endure. In the heart of the Timbavati region of South Africa, a truly unique and beautiful lion exists, one whose very presence is both a marvel and a challenge. These are the famous white lions, rare and mesmerizing, their pale coats gleaming against the vibrant landscape. Unlike albinos, these lions possess a rare genetic condition called leucism, which gives them their distinctive appearance. This condition, caused by a recessive gene, reduces the pigmentation in their fur, transforming it into a brilliant white or creamy blonde, while their eyes, lips, and paw pads retain their natural color. Their blue or gold eyes, dark lips, and dusky paw pads are a reminder of their wild heritage. The first official record of their existence came in 1938, but for generations their legend has been woven into the fabric of the land, a symbol of the mysterious and sacred. Their striking appearance makes them one of the most visually stunning animals in the world, but this beauty comes at a cost. The white coat that sets them apart also marks them as outsiders in their own world, a world painted in gold, brown, and green. The savannas of Timbavati are a tapestry of camouflage, where every shadow and blade of grass offers concealment, except to those who cannot blend in. In this environment, a white lion is a beacon, visible to all, unable to hide from the watchful eyes of both prey and rival predators. While their tawny relatives melt into the landscape, the white lions stand apart, their every movement exposed. This lack of camouflage makes hunting during the day a near impossible task, as the element of surprise is lost before the chase even begins. Prey animals, zebra, wildebeest, impala, are quick to notice the pale figure moving across the plains, their senses sharpened by generations of survival. Within their own prides, white lions often find themselves at a disadvantage, unable to contribute as effectively to group hunts. They may watch as others feed, their own efforts thwarted by the very trait that makes them extraordinary. To survive, white lions must adapt, shifting their activity to the twilight hours, when the world is painted in shadows and the moonlight softens their outline. Under the pale glow of the moon, their coats become less conspicuous, and the darkness becomes their ally, offering a fleeting chance at success. Yet, even with these adaptations, life is a constant struggle. Hunger, exhaustion, and the scars of failed hunts are etched into their bodies. For cubs, the burden is even greater. Their bright coats make them easy targets for lurking predators, and the odds of survival are stacked against them from birth. The story of the white lions is a profound lesson in the power of genetics, how a single trait can shape not only an individual's fate, but the destiny of an entire lineage. Their beauty is a double-edged sword, a source of awe and a cause of hardship, a reminder that nature's wonders often come with a price. For decades, their rarity made them targets for captivity, removed from the wild and separated from the ecosystem that shaped them. Through dedicated conservation, some have returned to their ancestral home, where they once again play their part in the intricate web of life. As apex predators, lions are vital to the health of the savanna. Their presence regulates prey populations, shapes the behavior of herbivores, and maintains the balance of the ecosystem. The survival of the white lions is not just a matter of beauty or rarity. It is a testament to the resilience of nature and the delicate equilibrium that sustains all life here. Their continued existence depends on the protection of their wild home and the acceptance of their tawny kin. In the end, the white lions embody both the emotional and ecological burdens of their kind, symbols of fragility, adaptation, and the enduring spirit of the wild. Across the endless African savanna, the lion reigns as a master of adaptation, perfectly attuned to the rhythms of its wild domain. Within their prides, lions form intricate social bonds, each member playing a vital role in the survival of the group. Cubs learn through play, while adults communicate with subtle gestures and low rumbles, reinforcing the unity that is essential for life in the wild. The environment shapes every aspect of their existence. Lionesses, the primary hunters, move with silent precision through the grasslands, using the cover of vegetation and the shifting wind to approach their prey undetected. When the moment is right, they explode into action, relying on teamwork and strength to bring down formidable prey. The success of the hunt sustains not just the pride, but a host of other creatures that depend on the remains. After the lions have eaten their fill, scavengers move in: vultures, hyenas, jackals, each playing a crucial role in the ecosystem by ensuring nothing goes to waste. The cycle of life continues, with every species interconnected. Waterholes become gathering points not just for lions, but for the entire savanna community. Here, the delicate balance between predator and prey is on full display, as each animal approaches with caution and respect for the ever-present danger. In regions like the Okavango Delta, lions have adapted to a world shaped by water. They swim across channels and navigate flooded plains, their movements dictated by the seasonal rise and fall of the rivers. The environment is both a challenge and a guide. Lions rely on their acute senses, sight, smell, and hearing, to interpret the ever-changing landscape, whether stalking under the blazing sun or hunting by the light of the moon. Territory is fiercely defended. Roars echo across the savanna, warning rivals and reinforcing the boundaries that define each pride's domain. These invisible lines are drawn and redrawn, shaping the lives of all who dwell within. The lion's world is in constant flux. Seasonal migrations bring waves of prey, while storms and droughts test the resilience of every creature. Through it all, the lions adapt, their survival a testament to their strength and intelligence. From the youngest cub to the oldest matriarch, each lion is shaped by the land they call home. Their story is one of adaptation, resilience, and the enduring power of nature's most iconic predator. In this wild kingdom, the lion's legacy endures, untamed, majestic, and forever intertwined with the land that sustains them. The future of Africa's wildest lions is being written in the shifting sands and grasslands of the continent. Their story is not just one of survival, but of constant adaptation to a world in flux, a world where every season brings new challenges and every landscape demands new skills. In the Okavango Delta, lions have learned to swim, forging paths through flooded channels in pursuit of prey. In Savuti, they have developed the extraordinary ability to hunt elephants, a feat that requires not only strength, but intricate teamwork and deep knowledge of their environment. Meanwhile, in the Namib, desert lions traverse endless dunes, surviving on the barest trace of water, while in Uganda, others have taken to the trees, escaping heat and insects in the forest canopy. Each of these populations is a living experiment in evolution, shaped by the demands of their unique habitats. Their bodies, behaviors, and even their social structures have been molded by the relentless pressures of their environments. In the tall grasses, lions have honed their stalking skills, moving with near-invisible precision. Cubs learn from the pride, absorbing the lessons of the hunt and the subtle cues of survival. These skills are not just inherited, they are taught, refined, and passed down through generations. But the world around them is changing faster than ever before. As the climate shifts, the once predictable cycles of rain and drought become erratic. Floods may come too late or not at all. Droughts stretch longer, parching the land and thinning the herds on which lions depend. In Savuti, the knowledge of hunting elephants is a fragile inheritance. If the super prides fragment, this rare adaptation could vanish, leaving future generations without the skills to survive in a landscape where traditional prey is scarce. Desert lions, with their remarkable ability to endure thirst and heat, may hold the genetic secrets to survival in a warming world. As water sources dwindle, their adaptations could become the blueprint for resilience. In Tsavo, lions have shed their manes, an evolutionary response to relentless heat. Their very appearance is a testament to the power of adaptation. Yet every unique population is a chapter in the story of life. If lost, the narrative is forever incomplete. The diversity among lions is not just a marvel, it is a safeguard. Each adaptation is a solution to a specific challenge, a piece of the puzzle that ensures the survival of the species as a whole. Yet, ecological challenges mount. Climate change threatens to unravel the delicate balance of Africa's ecosystems. The Okavango's life-giving floods may fail, while the Savuti's droughts deepen, testing the limits of even the most adaptable lions. As wild spaces shrink, lions are forced into ever smaller territories. Competition for food intensifies, and the risk of conflict with other predators and with neighboring prides grows. The boundaries of their kingdoms are redrawn by the changing landscape. The loss of dominant males, often the most genetically valuable and experienced hunters, can destabilize entire prides. The removal of a single leader can ripple through generations, erasing hard-won knowledge and weakening the pride's ability to adapt. True protection for lions means more than boundaries on a map. It requires safeguarding the intricate web of behaviors, relationships, and adaptations that make each population unique. Every pride is a repository of wisdom, every cub a vessel for the future. The future of wild lions will depend on their ability to continue adapting, learning new ways to hunt, to travel, to survive. It will also depend on the resilience of the ecosystems they call home, the grasslands, swamps, forests, and deserts that shape their destinies. As the world changes, so too must the lions. Their story is not one of static tradition, but of innovation and adaptation. The cubs of today will face a world their ancestors could scarcely imagine, and their survival will depend on the lessons they inherit and the new skills they develop. In the end, the wildest lions are not just survivors, they are pioneers forging new paths through a changing world. Their future will be shaped by their ability to adapt, to innovate, and to thrive in the face of adversity. If we can ensure that their habitats remain wild and their populations remain diverse, the lions of Africa will continue to reign, not just as kings of the savanna, but as enduring symbols of nature's boundless creativity and resilience. As the sun slips beneath the horizon, a transformation sweeps across the African landscape. The air cools, shadows deepen, and the world of the lion awakens. Night is the true domain of these apex predators, where their senses sharpen and their strategies shift to meet the unique challenges of darkness. In the Okavango Delta, the approach of night brings a hush to the flooded plains. Here, lions exploit the cover of darkness to stalk the reed beds, their golden eyes reflecting the faintest moonlight. Moving almost silently through shallow waters, they use the tall papyrus and dense grasses as concealment, closing the distance to unsuspecting lechwe and buffalo. The water muffles the sound of their approach, and the faintest ripple can signal success or failure. Timing is everything. Lions must strike before the prey senses danger, launching coordinated attacks that rely on precise communication and trust within the pride. Across the dry savannas of Savuti, another strategy unfolds. The open terrain offers little cover during the day, but at night the world is transformed. Lions here use the darkness as their cloak, spreading out across the landscape. They communicate with low, rumbling calls, barely audible to human ears, but clear signals to each other. Their keen hearing and night vision allow them to sense the movement of distant herds. In these moonlit hunts, patience is key. Lions wait for the right moment, when a herd is most vulnerable, when the wind shifts in their favor, before launching a rapid charge. The chaos of the stampede is their ally, separating the weak or young from the group. In the Namib Desert, nightfall brings welcome relief from the searing heat. Desert lions emerge from their rocky shelters, their bodies adapted to conserve energy during the long hot days. Under the stars they travel vast distances in search of prey. Here stealth is essential. The silence of the desert amplifies every sound, so lions move with careful deliberation, using the dunes to mask their approach. Their prey, oryx, ostrich, and even scavenging jackals, are wary, and every hunt is a test of endurance as much as skill. In Uganda's forested Canopy, the night hunt takes on a new dimension. Lions here have developed a preference for climbing trees, using the elevated vantage points to scan for movement below. When darkness falls, they descend, moving through the undergrowth with remarkable agility. The thick forest muffles their movements, and their white underbellies blend with the dappled moonlight on the forest floor. Prey such as bushbuck and warthog are caught unaware, relying on sound rather than sight to detect danger, a disadvantage against the silent approach of a lion. Farther east, in the arid plains of Tsavo, Maneless lions prowl the shadows. The lack of a mane offers a stealth advantage, reducing their silhouette and helping them blend into the starlit scrub. These lions often hunt in smaller groups, relying on speed and surprise. They use the cover of termite mounds and sparse vegetation to get close to oryx or zebra, launching swift ambushes before the prey can react. Throughout Africa, the night is a realm of innovation and adaptation for lions. Their whiskers sense vibrations in the air, their eyes gather the faintest light, and their ears rotate to catch the slightest rustle. Each region presents its own challenges, and each population has honed unique tactics to master the darkness. The nocturnal hunt is a testament to the lion's versatility, a dance of patience, power, and precision. It is here, beneath the stars, that the wildest lions reveal their true mastery, navigating the unseen world with instincts sharpened by countless generations. In the silent hours before dawn, the king's reign is unchallenged, and the legacy of Africa's most iconic predator is written in the darkness. While the lion's roar may echo across the savanna, it is the lionesses who form the true heart of the pride. Their strength lies not only in muscle, but in unity, a seamless cooperation that is vital for the survival of both cubs and adults. At dawn, the pride's lionesses assemble with silent purpose. Each one knows her role, honed by years of experience and the subtle cues passed between sisters, mothers, and daughters. Their eyes scan the horizon, searching for the telltale movement of antelope, zebra, or buffalo. In these moments, the lionesses become a living tapestry of coordination, fanning out in a calculated formation to encircle their quarry. Communication is key. A flick of an ear, the twitch of a tail, or a barely audible grunt can signal a shift in position. The youngest lionesses, learning through observation and imitation, follow the lead of seasoned hunters. As the prey grazes unaware, the lionesses close in, some crouching low in the grass, others flanking wide to cut off escape routes. When the moment is right, a burst of explosive speed turns strategy into action. Every muscle propels them forward, working in perfect harmony to bring down prey many times their own size. But their role extends far beyond the hunt. When the pride returns, bellies full and bodies weary, the lioness's focus shifts to the next generation. Cubs, hidden in thickets or shaded by acacia trees, emerge at their mother's call. Here, another kind of teamwork unfolds. Lionesses share nursing duties, allowing cubs to suckle from any lactating female. This communal care ensures that even the weakest have a fighting chance and fosters bonds that will last a lifetime. Protection is a constant concern. With keen vigilance, lionesses patrol the pride's territory, ever watchful for threats from rival prides, hyenas, or wandering males. When danger approaches, they form a defensive wall, encircling the cubs and facing outward, ready to defend with tooth and claw. Their courage is unwavering, their loyalty unbreakable. As the sun sets and the pride settles, the lionesses groom each other, reinforcing social bonds through gentle licks and nuzzles. These moments of quiet connection are as vital as the hunt itself, binding the pride together in a web of trust and affection. In the wild, survival is never guaranteed. Yet, through cooperation, resilience, and love, the lionesses ensure the pride's future, one hunt, one cub, one day at a time. They are the unsung architects of the savanna, the silent strength behind the king's throne, and the living embodiment of the pride's enduring spirit. Across the vast African wilderness, the rhythm of life is set by the pulse of the seasons. For lions, each shift in weather brings new challenges and opportunities, shaping their daily existence in ways both dramatic and subtle. As the rains return, the land transforms. Grasses grow tall and the rivers swell, drawing herds of antelope and buffalo to the newly lush plains. For the pride, this is a time of abundance. Prey is plentiful, and the lionesses can hunt with greater frequency, ensuring that cubs and adults alike are well fed. The pride's territory expands as they follow the migrating herds, staking claim to the richest hunting grounds. But as the dry season tightens its grip, the landscape changes once more. Waterholes shrink, and the earth cracks beneath the relentless sun. Prey becomes scarce, forcing the pride to travel greater distances in search of food and water. Competition intensifies, not just with rival prides, but with other predators drawn to the last remaining pools. Territorial boundaries blur and shift with the changing conditions. Lions may venture into unfamiliar areas, risking conflict with neighbors or even with solitary nomads seeking a pride of their own. Roaring contests echo through the night as males assert their dominance and lionesses defend vital resources. The pride's social dynamics also adapt. During lean times, cooperation becomes even more critical. Lionesses carefully ration their energy, targeting only the most promising hunts. Cubs are kept close, sheltered from the dangers of exposure and starvation. Older, weaker lions may struggle, their fate tied to the pride's collective success. As the first storms of the new season break the drought, hope returns. Cubs play in the rain-soaked grass, and the pride's territory swells once again with life. These cycles of feast and famine, abundance and scarcity, are the thread that weaves together the story of every lion pride. In this ever-changing world, survival depends not just on strength or cunning, but on the ability to adapt. For the lions of Africa, the seasons are more than a backdrop. They are the silent force that shapes their destiny year after year. Across the African wilds, lions reign as formidable apex predators, but they are far from alone. Their world is shared with a host of formidable competitors, each vying for survival in the same unforgiving landscapes. In the golden grasslands, a pride of lions scans the horizon nearby. A clan of hyenas moves with purpose, their keen noses catching the scent of a recent lion kill. The tension is palpable. Hyenas are opportunists, bold and relentless. When the pride's guard drops, the hyenas close in, cackling and circling. What follows is a contest of strength and audacity. Lionesses charge, baring teeth as hyenas dart in to snatch scraps. Sometimes numbers tip the balance, hyenas outnumbering lions, forcing a retreat. At other times, the pride holds fast, securing their prize with a united front. But hyenas are not the only rivals. In the cool shade of acacia trees, solitary leopards haul their kills high into the branches, out of reach of curious lions. Though leopards avoid direct confrontation, a hungry lion may still test the branches, hoping for a dropped morsel. Cheetahs, too, tread warily. Built for speed, not power, they yield kills to lions without a fight, vanishing into the grass before conflict erupts. Even the painted wolves, African wild dogs, pose competition. Their hunts are swift and coordinated, and their kills draw attention. Lions, ever vigilant, may follow the chaos, using their size to drive the dogs from a fresh carcass. The wild dogs scatter, giving way to the pride, but not without a lingering glance. Each species aware of the delicate balance between challenge and avoidance. At waterholes, this competition intensifies. During the dry season, shrinking pools become crowded arenas. Crocodiles lurk beneath the surface. Leopards and wild dogs slip through the shadows, and the lions stand their ground at the water's edge. Each predator knows the stakes. A misstep means injury, starvation, or worse. Yet amid the rivalry, there is an unspoken order. Each predator carves out its own niche, timing hunts for different hours, targeting different prey, or retreating when the odds are not in their favor. These complex interactions, sometimes violent, sometimes cautious, shape the lives of lions and their neighbors alike. In this intricate web of competition and coexistence, survival is not just a matter of brute force. It is a constant dance of strategy, timing, and respect for the power of rivals. For the lions of Africa, every day is a contest, not only against the elements, but against a community of predators, each striving to claim their place in the wild. Beneath the golden coats and thunderous roars lies a story written in genes, a tale that stretches back millennia, shaped by shifting climates, ancient migrations, and the relentless march of evolution. The lion we know today, Panthera leo, is the product of a remarkable journey through time and across continents. Fossils whisper of ancestors that once prowled not only Africa, but also Eurasia and the Americas. The mighty cave lions of Ice Age Europe, now lost to extinction, were giants compared to their modern kin. In Asia, the Asiatic lion clings to survival in a single forest, a living relic of a lineage that once ranged from India to Greece. Within Africa, genetic studies reveal a tapestry of diversity. Populations are not uniform. Lions in West Africa, Central Africa, and the southern savannas each bear unique genetic signatures shaped by ancient barriers like deserts and rainforests. These invisible boundaries have fostered distinct subspecies, each adapted to the challenges of their homeland. In the dense forests of Ethiopia, lions are smaller and darker, blending into the shadows. In the open plains of the Serengeti, prides grow large and robust, thriving on abundant prey. But this diversity is fragile. As habitats shrink and populations become isolated, the genetic richness that has sustained lions for generations faces new threats. Inbreeding looms where numbers fall, weakening immune systems and dimming the spark of adaptation. Yet even now, the lion's evolutionary story continues. Natural selection quietly shapes every pride, rewarding stealth, strength, and cooperation. Cubs inherit not only the lessons of the hunt, but the resilience encoded in their DNA. The legacy of the lion is more than just power. It is a living testament to survival, adaptation, and the enduring wonder of evolution. As long as their wild homes endure, the roots of the king will continue to grow, branching into a future as rich and varied as their past.